I'm going to answer some questions that arise around the Tantric dance of feminine power, even with the written language on the website and newsletters. Sometimes there's still questions of what we're actually going to do in class. I'm hesitant to answer because part of what we're doing in this spiritual practice is dissolving the logical linear mind that wants to put everything in a category, make everything safe, logistical, controlled, and secure. But we do understand the nature of these questions and sinking in and feeling if there is a call to do this work at this time. We call this work the Tantric dance of feminine power. It's not a dance in terms of learning dance steps or techniques or particular dance steps. There's no choreography. We call it a dance because in the Tantric traditions, the feminine principle, Shakti, she's always moving. She is the movement from unmanifest to manifest and back again. So there's this dance, there's the communication of this wisdom. And so in terms of a practice of female embodiment, we are going deep into the resources of our feminine body, which include the womb, which include opening and feeling the wisdom streams, the Shakti, the subtle body that is always moving within our bodies, and the mothership, we call it, of our wombs. So in order to be able to do this, we do have essential practices with the movement, which is slowing down, starting to rest in the movement, coming more into the listening field, the field of emptiness, and so that we can start to feel the subtle energies. This is not a practice where we are generating, where we're going for intensity, where we're increasing the energy in the nervous system. We're looking to rest into the nervous system. So what happens is these impulses start to wake up in us, and we start to trust the spontaneous unfolding of these wisdom movements and gestures. We have times in the classes or workshops where we are working very deeply and personally with specific explorations in the body. For example, they might include explorations of the womb and heart connection, explorations of the serpentine motion in the spine, explorations of animals and power animals, explorations of sound. All this to open the subtle body of the female practitioner. Then we move into the actual Tantric dance of feminine power. We are deeply resourcing the intelligence and the power of our wombs. And this has quite a lot of context for why we would do that, how to do that, including some guidelines to stay in your body. What tends to happen when we encounter power and wisdom in our bodies is we tend to pop out, or we leak it through habitual movement or automatic pilot movement, and so on. So in this practice, even though it's spontaneous, we have physical guidelines to keep ourselves in, to keep ourselves tethered to the womb, so we don't abandon that source of power. It's actually that source of power that is going to pierce the higher centers in the body. So we don't have to pull energy up, we don't have to manipulate it or manage it. The power itself knows what to do, and through the heart of devotion, it starts to move itself through all the channels of the body, and we find ourselves in the female roots of yoga, which is this living stream of gestures, shapes, and asanas. And what we receive back from that, you'll have to find out in class. And it is the very basis for the orientation of compassion, which must be given in freedom, not through an emulation of I have to do this to be a good person and I must do that. It comes from a free flow generosity when Shakti starts to awaken within the practitioner's body. So what we will do is beautiful saturations and elongated experiences with specific explorations for our subtle body and explorations of dissolving habits and ways we leak power. And then it becomes a living devotional dance, which is really just beyond words. You have to come and have the experience. It's always a delight in my 17 years of circling with women. I have never not been awed. There has never been a dull moment because we are awake and alive in presence in deep devotion to the Mother. So if you'd like to explore that more deeply, see what's there, then by all means come and join the dance.